Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah if you are new. I know I've gotten a lot of new subscribers lately, so I just wanted to welcome everybody to my channel. I am so happy to have you here, and today's video is going to be a Q&A. A little while ago I posted on Instagram for any of my followers to please leave a question for my Q&A video, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that right now. The first question I got is, when did you start YouTube and how did you get inspired? Several of you asked those questions and I would love to answer it. I started YouTube back in January. So I've been doing YouTube for a little over 6 months now, actually probably about 7 months, a little over 7 months now. I started my YouTube channel because I really wanted to document Cole growing up and just have all those memories and have good videos to look back on. I've already started doing that and it is amazing how much Cole has grown up since my first video. I mean, this is why I do YouTube. It's to capture those memories so that they will never be lost. In the midst of it, I have met so many nice people, so many awesome families, so I'm really happy I decided to start YouTube. The next question is, what is one place you would like to travel to? And that is a really hard question. I mean, I haven't really been out of the country. I've been to Canada, so I mean, that's out of the country. So I don't know what I'm talking about. I have been out of the country, but I used to live in Washington, so it didn't really feel like I was leaving the country because I lived really close to the border of Canada. Now I'm gonna stop the rambling and I'm gonna get to the answer of this question. I would love to go to New Zealand. I think it is beautiful there. I know Chase really would like to go because I'm pretty sure that the Lord of the Rings was filmed there. He would know that better than me, but I think we would both have a lot of fun there and it would be a great trip for both of us, I think. If you had to use one emoji to describe you, which one would it be? That is such a good question. And it's a pretty tough one. I'm gonna have to think about that because there are so many good emojis. I feel like lately I use the kissy emoji a lot. I use that one quite a bit. I don't know if that would describe me though. That is such a good question. I love questions that get you thinking. I'm gonna pull out my phone right now and see which emoji I would use. Okay, I think I found the emoji, and I actually use this one more than the kissy emoji, and that is the laughing emoji where there's literally tears coming out of the emoji's eyes. Like, that is totally me. I laugh all the time, and I use that emoji all the time, so I think that would be the emoji I would choose for myself. Do you and Chase plan to grow your family? Yes, we do. I would love for Cole to have a sibling. I would love to have another kid. We're not exactly sure when we want to start doing this, but yes, that is definitely the plan right now. What is your biggest pet peeve? That is a really good one too, and it's a tough one, but the one that comes to mind right off the bat is when I can hear people chewing. I know it's like a really nitpicky pet peeve because it's like, you're gonna be able to hear people chewing when they're eating. I mean, it's inevitable. But I guess maybe I'll go as far as saying when people chew with their mouth open and don't show manners, and maybe that's my bigger pet peeve. I just don't like hearing people's food smacking around in their mouth, or their gum for that matter. No. What is your favorite activity with your kid and how do you entertain him? I really like reading books to Cole. He is at the age where he loves that. He is absorbing everything. He's taken everything in. He loves looking at the pictures. We have some textured books. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but like the pages have like textures on them and he loves feeling those. It's just so fun to watch him experience new things, and he really loves reading books, so I'd have to say that's my favorite activity. The next question is, what big and small channels do I like to watch? That is a great question. The bigger channels I like to watch, I love Ellie and Jared, I love Daily Bumps, I love KK and Baby J. I actually didn't start watching them until really recently, and I love them. I love Devin Roberts' family, I love Aaron Williams, I love 8 Passengers and Bonnie Holeen. The list could go on. I love so many YouTubers. And as far as smaller channels, I love Juice Fam Vlogs. They are so sweet, and I've actually become really good friends with Ashley. She is such a sweetie. I love Life Forever Changed. I actually met them at CVX Live. Faith and Dwayne are so nice. I love the Mendoza family. I mean, the list could go on. I've met so many sweet families, and I watch so many channels. It's crazy. Who's your favorite YouTuber? That is such a tough question. I don't know that I'd be able to choose a favorite. The first ever channel I ever watched was Ellie and Jared, and they were the ones that encouraged me to start my own channel, kind of motivated and inspired me. So I might choose them just for the sake of choosing somebody, but I could choose several favorite YouTubers. What makeup do I use? I use tons of different makeups and none of them are expensive. I do buy my foundation from MAC and I use the Water Weight foundation, but my eyeshadows are from all over the place. I can't even... TJ Maxx is a great place to find cheap eyeshadow. I don't really spend that much money on makeup. I love doing makeup. I believe right now I'm using a CoverGirl, I think it's CoverGirl mascara. But yeah, you can have just as much success with makeup if you just save a little money and find them at drugstores. That's not to say there's not really good quality makeup out there, but I just tend to gravitate towards the drugstore brands. I feel like if I went to more expensive makeup shops, I'd end up dropping a large amount of money. And so for now, I'm good just sticking with the drugstore brands. Who is your celebrity crush? That is such a good one. I have always loved Channing Tatum. I think he's so attractive and I'm gonna have to go with him. What is your #1 skincare favorite? To be honest with you, I don't really do much to my skin. I've actually learned that leaving my skin alone has actually given me the most success with my skin. I do put on a facial moisturizer before I put my makeup on, but I don't really use any other products on my skin. I will just wash it with water, just plain water and maybe a little bit of soap in the shower, but other than that, I don't really touch my skin. What do you think you would be doing if you weren't vlogging? That's a tough one. I don't really know what I'd be doing if I wasn't vlogging because vlogging has been the first hobby that I've found that I've actually really loved. I used to love taking pictures and capturing memories that way, so I'm not really sure. I'd probably still take a lot of pictures and kind of just maybe scrapbooking would be cool, but I found that I love editing videos and I think that that's a good way of capturing memories too. I'm all about capturing memories, so I think the closest thing is probably scrapbooking. If you had to live in one place in the world for 1 year, where would it be? And I think I would want to be in like a tropical place like Hawaii where I can just kind of relax. However, I did go to Hawaii several years back now and we stayed for quite a while and I ended up feeling a little bit waterlocked. I guess not landlocked. Yeah, it'd be waterlocked. I felt kind of trapped, so I don't know, but I think definitely a place that's really tropical with lots of sun where I could just lay by the ocean and relax. That would be really nice. Are you going to start daily vlogging soon? I don't know. I would love to daily vlog. I actually work full time, so that is why I only put 2 videos up a week because it's really hard to work full time, get home, record videos. So I end up recording a lot of my videos on the weekends and I end up editing them on the weekends. And right now I've found that uploading on Friday and Sunday works best for me. Right now I'm recording this, it is a Wednesday, so that means that tomorrow, Thursday, I'm gonna be able to edit this video and then it'll go up on Friday. So I don't know when I'm gonna start daily vlogging. I would love to make that a goal, but I'm not really sure when. If you want more kids, how far would you space your first and your second? And what are your fears or hesitations of growing your family? Those are 2 really good questions. Those really get you thinking. When we do have more kids, I've thought about having kids close in age and I've also thought of having kids farther apart. And right now I'm kind of leaning towards having them farther apart. I think it would be awesome to have them maybe 3 or 4 years apart, but It's really hard to say. I would love for Cole to have a sibling that's close in age too that he can play with, but if they were a little farther apart in age, that's not to say that they wouldn't still play and get along. So I'm not really sure. What are my fears and hesitations in growing my family? I never thought that I would have any fears with growing my family, but as of right now, when you're a mom for the first time, it's hard for you to imagine that you would ever be able to love another baby as much as you love your first. And I know that sounds ridiculous. I know it's possible. I mean, there are moms out there all over the place who love their first child and love their second child just as much, but it's just one of those fears. And I know I will love my second child just as much as I love Cole, but it's hard to imagine that there's any more love to give. So I think I would have to say that's my biggest fear. That is all the questions that I have. So thank you guys so much for leaving those questions. I really love those questions that really pick your brain and get you thinking. So I'm definitely planning on doing more of these videos. I posted this last Q&A on Instagram, and that's probably where I will continue posting. I don't have a Twitter, and I just think Instagram is a great place where I have a lot of you guys following me as well, where I can post another Q&A. So please keep a lookout for more of these in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, and I will see everybody in my next video. Bye guys.